Pat, more violence overnight in Minnesota. Protests erupting for the fourth straight night outside the police department over the death of Dante Wright. Demonstrators tried to get over a fence that was added to protect the department. Today in court, Kim Potter, the officer who shot Wright during a traffic stop Sunday, she faces a judge. Prosecutors charged Potter with second-degree manslaughter Wednesday. The former Brooklyn Center police chief has said that Potter, a 26-year veteran of the force, meant to pull her taser, but instead she pulled her gun. Pat?
You know, I asked for a demonstration, and I have here in front of me that this is not the real thing. It's a plastic, but this is, in our police department, we use the Sig Sauer. Others use the Glock, but it looks something like this, and it feels like this. This is as I say, is a plastic weapon. This, they don't even make tasers any longer black. This is a taser. Now, Terry, I know cross and all that rest of it, but can you feel this one and then feel this one and tell me you couldn't tell the difference?
This is lighter.
Of course it's lighter. We don't have the battery in that, because if we did,
Also, I want to say, you know, I think a lot of people are thinking, like I was, that both the gun and the taser would be put on your dominant side, but it's not that way.
Yeah, but they have to cross where they have them on different.
So you actually have to reach across yourself to
you
get
feel
the
difference. I
yeah,
mean,
it's definitely
there's just no
discernible
comparison. As I say, they're not making tasers in this yellow color anymore. They're making in black. They're making them yellow. Now, how she made the difference was she shot that poor guy to death, saying, "This is what I thought. I thought was my taser." And if you can't tell the difference in the feel of those things, it's crazy. Anyhow, she deserves, but I am pro-police, folks. I think we need the police. We need their servants, and they do a good job. But if they don't stop this onslaught, they cannot do this. You know, the police in Virginia picked up a lieutenant in the Army and began to give him trouble. And our state police are highly trained. But why they don't stop this? And this thing is going on in Minnesota, but the Derek Chauvin, I mean, they ought to put him under the jail. He has caused so much trouble by kneeling on the death of George Floyd. It's just, I mean, on his neck. It's just terrible what's happening. And the police, why don't they open their eyes to what the public relations are? They've got to stop this stuff.
Maybe they need more training. Consistent training. I don't mean training.
The problem is you've got to pay them more. We don't have the finest in the police department. They're low-paid people, Terry. They don't get adequate. It's not a question of training. It's a question of hiring a more superior workforce, and we aren't doing it. But we need police. We need them, and we need to honor them, and I'm all for it. But at the same time, we cannot have a bunch of clowns running around who are underpaid and who really are not the best and brightest. We've got to have the best in there.